Stay tuned for the following special presentation from 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
KOFO, your sports source for East Central Kansas, welcomes you to this broadcast of Ottawa University Braves Soccer. Our OU Braves soccer coverage on KOFO and KOFO.com is being brought to you by Kansas State Bank, Dingle & Son Mortuary, Kramer Pharmacy, Quality Structures, and by Arvest Bank, the Ottawa Herald, Advent Health Ottawa, and Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home. OU Brave Soccer on KOFO is also brought to you by Ottawa University, CarStar, Sutton's Jewelry, and Adamson Brothers Heating and Cooling. Now let's go to the field and join KOFO's Luke Queen for OU Brave Soccer.
Welcome here to Advent Health Field at Ottawa University. I'm Chris Hansen here, taking care of you here. We got Tommy at the station taking care of us at the station. Guys, I appreciate you tuning in and listening here today. Ottawa University getting ready to take on the Oklahoma Wesleyan Eagles at home here. Ottawa University coming into this game on a four-game losing streak at the moment. Ottawa, what's kind of interesting is they don't usually lose a lot of games by much. In fact, they've only lost one game that was by more than 2 goals. In the last game, they lost to McPherson 3-1. Before that was Southwestern, who they lost to 3-2. Friends 5-3, and then Bethel 4-2. There's a 4-game losing streak there. But then after that, they got a big win against Bethany. They won 4-1, and then lost to York 3-1, and Avila 2-1, and kind of continues to flip-flop, loss-win, the rest of their standings. But this is the last game of the regular season for the OU men's soccer team here. So Ottawa University definitely seeking to try to find a win, but it's definitely going to be a tough game here today. Oklahoma Wesleyan University ranked number 2 in the nation, as they are one of the best teams in the nation by far. They score a lot of goals. They don't concede a lot of goals. So their goal differential is absolutely incredible. They are undefeated in KCAC. So definitely it's going to be a lot for Ottawa University to try to take down the Oklahoma Wesleyan Eagles. It's a tough team, tough challenge, but Coach Maya and his squad are up for it. So we're going to look at the starting lineup here. First for the visitors, Oklahoma Wesleyan Eagles. In goalkeeper, Matehu Gilgorgovich. At defender, Edgar Rissi Osuna. At defender, Alfu Bertini. At midfielder, Julio Bielo. Forward, Victor Crispin. Midfielder, Jorge Velasco. Midfielder, Stefan Luki. Defender, Amadou Gadillo. Midfielder, Luka Pervic. A forward, Lucas Morrow. And defender, Mark Skelton. For your Ottawa Braves, it's number 4, the senior defender, Samir Brateau. Junior defender, Nick Wolf. The senior forward, Berniers Leon. And the sophomore midfielder, Jack Hatswell. The senior forward, Thomas Santos, who, by the way, has been an absolute presence for Ottawa University. He scored quite a few goals. He's definitely a hard force to stop. And senior forward, Jonathan Rawayu. Freshman midfielder, Jaron Kirchhoff. And then forward, a freshman forward, Bennis Molnar, which Bennis Molnar, for being a freshman, he has the most goals on Ottawa University at the moment. He's from Budapest, Hungary, and he has been quite the pickup for Ottawa University. Senior defender, Angel Ramirez. Junior defender, Jean-Claude Swartz. And freshman goalkeeper, Julio Coronado, which usually Gage Powers, the senior goalkeeper, starts for Ottawa University, but today it's going to be Julio Coronado to start in goalkeeper for the Ottawa Braves. We're going to take a quick 3-minute timeout here. We'll be back with Ottawa Braves men's soccer. You're listening to Ottawa Braves Soccer on KOFO.com.
Ottawa University has positioned itself as a distinctive and rapidly expanding institution, known for its innovative educational models, exceptional value, and special ability to prepare diverse student populations for lifetimes of enlightened faith, exemplary service, inspired leadership, and personal significance. With numerous undergraduate and graduate degrees in business, education, arts and sciences, athletics, and more, you'll gain the specific expertise you need for a lifetime of significance and prosperity. Find out more by visiting ottawa.edu/OUKS.
This is Walt Dangle of Dangle & Son Mortuary. Someday you will be involved in making funeral arrangements, and when you are, we would appreciate it if you would consider our funeral home. This is Dangle & Son setting the standard in funeral service.
Medicare Part D coverage can be confusing. We can help. This is Laura from Kramer Pharmacy in downtown Ottawa. Stop in and let us help you find the best option for your needs when it comes to Medicare Part D. Kramer Pharmacy, 134 South Main, open Monday through Saturday and online anytime at kramerrx.com.
Learning to work as part of a team is a trait that not only benefits students and athletes now, but can help them as leaders of tomorrow. This is Eric Price, Funeral Director and owner of Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Homes, proud to sponsor this sports broadcast on KOFO. Visit lamb-roberts.com.
132 conference championships, 146 NAIA scholar teams, 43 NAIA national tournament appearances, and 237 All-Americans. Ottawa University has a long and rich tradition of Braves athletes that continue to compete at the highest level of competition, utilizing state-of-the-art facilities, accomplished coaches, and a spirit that only comes from wearing the black and gold. Push yourself to limits you never imagined as a student athlete at Ottawa University. Visit ottawa.edu/OUKS.
You can just about hear that cold Kansas winter wind blowing, and you're going to want to make sure your heater is working this winter. The best way to do that is call the pros at Adamson Brothers at 785-242-9273. Adamson Brothers Heating and Cooling, maintaining your comfort for over 30 years.
When you have an emergency, who do you call? 911. What do you do if you're unable to speak during your emergency? You text to 911. Franklin County Emergency Communications Center has recently added text to 911 technology as part of the new 911 phone system. Cell phone users can use their phone messaging system to text 911 to contact local dispatch. Phones must have a text or data plan in order to use this service, and phones in roaming mode, text apps, or apps messaging services cannot use this feature. It is important to note, dispatch is unable to determine your location while using this service, so always know your location and include that in your initial text. Remember, if you're able to place a voice call, we're able to help you more quickly. But in the event you are unable to speak, text to 911 will still allow us to get the information we need. Call if you can, text if you can't. For more information, go to kansas911.org or 911.gov. This message has been brought to you by the Franklin County Emergency Communications Center and KOFO.
Welcome back here to Advent Health Field at Ottawa University. The Braves just about ready to get set to kick off against the Oklahoma Wesleyan Eagles, as this is definitely going to be a tough match for the Braves. We just saw moments ago as the women lost to Oklahoma Wesleyan 8-0. Definitely a tough loss there to finish the homestand, but right now, this is the last game of the season for the men's Braves soccer team, so definitely wanting to pick up a pretty decent result here today. It's definitely going to be tough. Like I said earlier, Oklahoma Wesleyan is the number 2 ranked team in the nation at the moment, so they are ranked number 2 for a reason. They're a good team. It's going to take a lot out of the Braves to be able to really compete and fight hard with this team, but they got to continue to put on pressure no matter. Even if Wesleyan scores a goal, they got to continue to put up pressure, not allow momentum to get to them, and not just allow silly defensive mistakes, and instead always just ping the ball around, not try to get too ambitious with it, but continue to be consistent. Ottawa University is going to start off on the defensive side, so it'll be Oklahoma Wesleyan to kick off, and there it goes. We are underway here at Advent Health Field at Ottawa University. And the Eagles already just messing around in the back as they just work it around each defender. And Bertini tries to find a long ball up to Velasco, Now Velasco trying to get the ball, but it's going to be Wolf for Ottawa University who boots it out of bounds. Now Oklahoma Wesleyan trying to work it out of their defensive half. They're going to play a long ball down to Morrow, and Morrow has the ball, but he just takes a little bit of a mistouch, and it's going to go out for a goal kick for Ottawa University. So already some dangerous runs being seen from Oklahoma Wesleyan, but well defended by the Braves. It's going to be Coronado who kicks it out for the Braves. And now Wolf picks it up at about midfield, and he'll boot it up, and it's going to be deflected off of an Eagle for a Brave throw-in. Wolf throws it in quickly. It'll be played back to the Braves defense, and now they'll send it all the way back to Coronado. Coronado, a little chip pass over to Ramirez. Ramirez drops it back, and now Otto kind of in a little bit of a pickle, but they're going to play it off of an Eagles defender, and it will end up being a Braves throw-in. So a good play by Ottawa there. Braves throw, looking for Thomas Santos. He goes just over his head, and now Molnar trying to get to it. He couldn't get there. And now Santos applying a little bit of pressure, kind of glides off, though. Now Santos once again coming at the Wesleyan back line. And now Ottawa trying to be disruptive in that back end. They're charging at the keeper. This one's just going to be a simple pass to the outside of the defense. Wesleyan didn't look even concerned there. Ottawa's definitely coming out with quite a bit of energy, trying to really not allow this to just be super easy passing for the Eagles. Ottawa boots it up the field. And it's going to be Leon chases a little bit. Now Thomas Santos, who really turned on the jets for just a second, and now Wesleyan finds a pass down the outside. They've got a good chance for a cross, and now a big physical battle. There's going to be no foul called. There's a Wesleyan player down at the moment, but for right now, there is no foul, and Ottawa has possession. They play it back to the defensive line. A man on really quickly. He closes in, and they're going to play it all back to Coronado, who plays it up the field, and Wesleyan wins the ball, but now Ottawa will shield it out for a goal kick. So Coronado already getting some touches. He hasn't had to use his hands yet, thankfully, but now he will take a goal kick for the second time today. And Coronado fakes going short and now is not going to go short. He's telling all of his players to go up the field a little bit. Coronado hits it well past half field, and it was Leon. Looked like he was calling for it, but he did not end up with the ball. And now Wolf defending the Wesleyan Eagle, Velasco, and Velasco plays it out, and then it will go over to Bertini, the outside back for Oklahoma Wesleyan. Bertini plays it over to Crispum. Crispum back to Bertini. Bertini to the far side, where it will be played into the middle to Lukey. Lukey with the ball. And still Lukey. Fakes a shot and now dribbling, doing a little bit of a razzle-dazzle. And the Braves all over him, but he still finds a pass, and then it's going to get flicked down to the outside by the Eagles. But now Ottawa's won the ball back. Looking for Molnar on a long ball is just a little bit ambitious. So now the Braves still on defense here as Molnar chased. And something interesting is Alvarez not starting today for the Braves, and he has been someone who's been really persistent for the Braves, but he's not starting today. Right there, a big run from Wesleyan, but the ref puts his flag up a little bit prematurely because ended up that run never even got to that player. And now, what's funny is it's going to be the exact same thing that happens on the other side. The Braves picked it up, and Molnar played a through ball, but the Braves striker was offside. but he never actually received the ball, so they really should not have called that offside and instead of just let it go to the keeper because he didn't even go to get the ball or make an effort. But the referee did call offside. I mean, it ultimately doesn't really matter, but just kind of interesting there. It's not actually what they should do. Wesleyan has a little bit of a flop and appeals for a foul, but the referee's not going to buy it. And now a good tackle there from Wesleyan as the Braves tried to move forward, and it's going to be a ball that was tried to be played in towards Morrow, but can't do anything. Now Thomas Santos trying to fight for the ball. He can't quite get it there. And Lukey with the ball dribbling in. And Wesleyan's attack is suppressed by a sea of Ottawa University defenders. And now a great job by Ramirez to shield the ball out. I mean, the Eagles were all over him. I mean, he had one that was just putting fists and arms all over his back, but he was able to power through it and shield that ball and let it go out of bounds for an Ottawa Braves goal kick. So Coronado ready to kick this one out as all of his teammates back up. They'll kick this one way past half field again, but nobody there. Now Wolf trying to recover it for the Braves. He does so a little bit, but instantly Wesleyan picks it back up, and now Oklahoma Wesleyan going across the other side. Wolf trying to defend across. He does originally, but now it's going to be headed up over the bar, and the question is, did they call it a corner? They might say that Coronado touched this ball as it was going over, and I think he did. Yes, they'll call it a corner. So it's going to be Lukey to kick the corner for the Oklahoma Wesleyan Eagles. This corner low driven, and the Braves are able to clear it out here. Good start from the Braves. They're definitely looking really tough defensively. You got to be pretty happy if you're Coach Maya. They're not allowing the Eagles to break them down. Now the Braves pick up the ball in midfield. Try to find Ramirez. Ramirez over to Santos. Santos, he's got Mulder on his left. And instead he's going to try to find a really good pass. Tried to thread the needle, and he did, but it ended up that Ruel was just barely offside. So Santos showing off some of his skill, but unfortunately Ruel was offside, and it didn't matter. Molnar chasing as the Eagles play to the near side towards Bertini, and Bertini still has the ball, and he'll play it up forward, trying to find Velasco. The ball's going to end up being played out by the Braves for an Eagles throw-in. Now, it's going to be Crispum to throw it in, and then Velasco kind of flicks it up towards Morrow, and Morrow, they're going to call a foul here. Now Santos, as Ottawa played it really quick, Santos has the ball. He's kind of shielding it off as he dribbles, and now it's going to be picked up by Oklahoma Wesleyan, and now trying to find a pass as Lukey was looking for a run from Velasco, but it was a good read by Wolf to suppress that offensive effort by Oklahoma Wesleyan. So now the goalkeeper for Oklahoma Wesleyan, Gorgorovic, he'll play it out over to Pelkovic. Pelkovic holding on to the ball, and he will find Bertini in the back. Bertini drops it off. Now we'll go to Skelton, and Skelton sends it over to the outside back. And now Oklahoma Wesleyan trying to get forward, but the Braves will just boot it out because when in doubt, play it out. That is what a lot of coaches say right there. Could have been dangerous, But if you don't really have any passes open, you don't have anything to do, you're not facing the way you want to, just play it out. Coaches are satisfied with that just fine. I mean, it's not ideal because you don't keep possession, but it's fine. Now Rewayu coming forward as he gets a good chance there to try to really make a statement early, but ultimately Ottawa was able to defend it. And now in the midfield, it's Molnar trying to win the ball back, but Oklahoma Wesleyan continues to hold on to it here, and now it's a great touch from the center. It's Lukey in the middle, and he's going to take a bit of a shot. It looked like it more just kind of fell off of his leg and then rolled right into Coronado. So we'll see if that counts as a save or not, but it definitely was going to be on goal. So Coronado does well to be there in good position. Now it's Hatswell for the Braves, dribbling up, and he'll play it in. He's looking for Leon, but Leon just wasn't there. Oklahoma Wesleyan plays it out quick as now they're in the defensive, still in their defensive third, but continuing to pass around. Braves Crispum now with the ball, trying to find a curling center pass. It's just a little bit too heavy there as now Coronado has the ball in his hands. He'll just barely roll it out to Braves center back, and now they'll play it in to midfield, and then they'll dump it up on top to where Leon was, but Leon not quite able to get there. The pass was a little bit heavy. Now Oklahoma Wesleyan just chilling with the ball in the back, passing amongst the defenders. It's Bertini with the ball currently, but Molnar steals the ball, but then he turns it over practically immediately. Bertini got surprised, but Molnar getting there so fast. Molnar's definitely a pesky player, but unfortunately Molnar was not able to keep it for Ottawa University. 32 minutes to go in the first half. Score 0-0. Oklahoma Wesleyan University with the ball as they are trying to go forward here. They have numbers, but Ottawa University packed back well. They've been able to hold some good defensive form thus far. Right now, it's Crispum who has the ball, and he's going to get tripped up. And it looks like the referee was going to call a whistle. He put it to his mouth, but he ended up not. Lukey plays a little chip out to Velasco. Velasco is not able to, they'll say he kept it in. On the far side, he's going to chip it in, bounce across the middle. Now Lukey, little flick over to Crispum, and Crispum not able to find a shot or anything there because it was well defended by the Braves. And now Thomas Santos dribbling it up out the outside. He's going to knock it off of Bertini for a Braves throw-in. And if you're Oklahoma Wesleyan, you got to watch out for Santos, Rewayu, and Molnar. They are fast players, especially on the counter. So that's the thing for me is, if the Braves, if they really wanted to win this match, I feel like a really good tactic would be to try to win on the counter. You don't have to have more possession to win a game. All you have to have is more goals, which is pretty obvious, but sometimes you can get those on just counterattacks. So if you focus more on defense and then just have some really fast players up top to counter, that can be effective. Oklahoma Wesleyan picks up the ball in the box. Oh, the Braves trying to appeal for a handball, which it definitely did look like it was one by Morrow. Morrow still holding on to the ball here. He's got the ball at the far end. He's going to send a little bit of a chip in, and it will hit off of a Braves defender and out for a Eagles corner kick. And Eagles to kick this one in. Lukey hits another low-driven one, but it's delivered out by the Braves. Now a great save from Renato as he gets off his line to go swallow up the pass that was in the inside. Ball is now knocked out of bounds for a Braves throw-in. Throw it to Thomas Santos. Santos makes a little flick up in the air trying to control it. He can't keep it. So it's going to be Lukey for Oklahoma Wesleyan University, who drops it back to the defense. And right there it's going to be Skelton who finds Pekovic, and Pekovic makes it pass and then gets it right back and then sends it to Crispum, who Crispum finds Skelton, and Skelton from the very back of the field sends it to the outside wing, who plays into Lukey, and Lukey, a fantastic pass and find here, but it's well defended by the Braves once again. And Lukey has been a problem thus far as he's been able to find some really good passes. And right there he did some good vision from Lukey. And Lukey picks up the ball, and he's going to dribble inside. He's going to try to find a short pass, and it's an absolute beautiful one. It's going to be flicked in the back of the net. And we just talked about Lukey finding these absolutely incredible passes right here. I'm not actually sure how he was even able to make that pass. It was beautiful. Threads the needle in there slightly, and the ball is going to be chipped in for an Eagles goal. So it's Oklahoma Wesleyan 1, Ottawa Braves 0. 28 minutes left to go in the half. The Braves have done pretty solid thus far defending. And right there, there's nothing to complain about. I felt like that's just good soccer from Oklahoma Wesleyan. The Braves to kick off here. Ryu boots it back. And the goal scorer on that goal was Lucas Morrow, who was able to finish that pass from Lukey. And now here's Morrow, who plays it over to Lukey, and he does a nice little flick, but they're going to actually call a little bit of a foul here on the Braves, it would appear. And for those that might be interested, I don't know how many Ottawa high school fans we might have, but the women's volleyball team for Ottawa High School was competing at state today in the semifinals, and they played Bishop Miege and won the first set 25-23, and in the second set advanced to the championship as they beat Bishop Miege 25-19. So congratulations to the Ottawa Cyclones on going to the volleyball championship. And we'll find out those results later on in this evening. And we'll try to tell you who they're playing as soon as we can. Lukey, in the meantime, he sends a little short set piece in. And it's going to be well defended by the Braves, and they're going to just clear it out, but it gets pushed back in, but nothing that Granado could not handle. And he'll just roll it out to Wolf. Wolf dribbling up the field. Finds it into the midfield. And they'll pass it up there, but instead it's going to be called a foul on Oklahoma Wesleyan University for just a tripping there. Nothing malicious or anything like that, but just a little bit of a careless foul on Oklahoma Wesleyan. Braves instantly play the free kick back all the way to their defensive line, and it's going to be Brito who has the ball, who ends up sending it to Santos, and Santos to Molnar, and Molnar now over to Hatswell. Hatswell finds Wolf on the other side. It's a good switch from Hatswell. And Wolf over to Brito, and Brito is going to be fouled in about not very deep into Oklahoma Wesleyan territory. But now a great little back heel stop there from Morrow. But Oklahoma Wesleyan University could not do anything about that there. Braves pick it right back up. They've actually done really well in possession. Captain takes it in midfield. He'll pass it over to Ramirez. Ramirez is going to try to find Braves striker up at the top. It looked like it was Leon, but now a big ball from Oklahoma Wesleyan University, and this is going to be a huge foul here. Oklahoma Wesleyan had a clear break coming up, and Ottawa University had their hands all over him. This definitely was a good goal-scoring opportunity, and it was a good tactical foul by the Braves because you're actually told to make that foul because right there, if they don't, that's a good chance of scoring. Instead, it's going to be a free kick, and would not be a surprise if this is going to end up being a yellow card. So a tactical foul by the Braves to stop the scoring attack of Oklahoma Wesleyan. It will appear that the Braves will come clean without a yellow card, but it still is going to be a dangerous free kick just outside of the 18. It's about 20 yards out, which this is about perfect if you take free kicks. This is right where you want it, just a little bit off to the right. So definitely favors someone who's left-footed unless they try to go near post. Lukey standing up there with Skelton next to him. So we'll see who shoots it here. I bet Lukey does. He's been able to put a lot of pizzazz on a lot of his passes. I bet he can do it on his shots, too. Braves make a five-person wall, and having several other people. There's kind of a little bit of a thing going on, and yes, it indeed will be Lukey who shoots, and it's going to have a lot of curl. It just barely rips over the bar. Oh, my goodness. And what a shot this one was, but fortunately for Ottawa University, it just barely slipped over the bar. And, man, the ball does its job, or at least was high enough, made him have to hit it a little bit too high and wasn't able to dip fast enough, but my goodness, a dangerous strike from Lukey. And Ottawa fortunate that didn't go in the back of the net. Coronado boots it out. And Santos finds the ball in the midfield, or at least tries to find it. Instead, it's going to go out. And now Santos and Bertini are both having a little bit of a tussle as they both get right up in each other's face and exchange some words. Not exactly sure what those words were, but I can bet they were very nice. And the ref is not having it. Talking to both Santos and Bertini here. Now you can hear the ref telling Santos, "I don't care no more." He said it very loudly. And now a foul. This game is getting chippy quick. Ottawa University's played well thus far. They're playing good defensively. You know, they are down 1-0, but nothing to be upset about if you're Ottawa University. It's just been some good soccer both ways. Sometimes you just find the back of the net from good soccer, and that is exactly what Oklahoma Wesleyan was able to do. And now Oklahoma Wesleyan demanding for a foul or a handball of some sort, but they're not. Instead, in the backfield, the referee didn't see it, but it was Brito who got shoved by Morrow for absolutely no reason right as the ref turned around. This game is getting a little bit out of hand, and it's early in the first half. You wonder how it's going to get. Now, Ottawa is kind of surprising they didn't get called for a foul. Lukey takes a shot outside the 18, and now Morrow tried to pick it up and take a shot, but instead Ottawa University picks up the ball, and it's going to be Ramirez who tries to find a pass instead. Now Wolf trying to scramble it to safety. Instead, he tries to send it upfield, and it gets intercepted by Oklahoma Wesleyan University. Lukey calling for the ball. He doesn't get it. Instead of Ottawa University makes a good defensive effort. Tomo Santos now with the ball. He tries to find Molnar forward. He can't quite do it. And now Santos bodies Ramirez, and all of a sudden it's getting real physical here. As right now the ref is blowing his whistle as it was Crispum and Santos now getting into it. Crispum had his hand all over Santos' shirt, and it looks like he's going to get a yellow card, so it's going to be Crispum, and then they're also going to give a yellow card to Santos. Santos looks at the looks at the stands and kind of laughs as, my goodness, this game is getting chippy quick. 22 minutes to go. 2 players now in the books. Santos giving an explanation. Ramirez also talking to the ref on the Oklahoma Wesleyan side. They really need Santos to make sure he does not go in and get another yellow card, because Santos is a really important team, or important player for this team. And also, if you get a red card in soccer, you play a man down the rest of the game. You can't substitute someone out. So it's going to be Oklahoma Wesleyan University who has the ball in the back, and Bertini will pass it up. And now it's Morrow who gets out to Crispin, and Crispin over to Lukey, and Lukey trying to find Crispin back, but he gets the ball right back to him as his feet. And now a little razzle-dazzle here. He'll cut it back, trying to pass it in. OU, they demand a goal kick, and indeed it is a goal kick, as the ball just barely had gone out of bounds. OU University playing a quick out of bounds, or quick off the goal kick. Ball falls to Molnar. Molnar. Looks like they were trying to find Rawayu here, but Rawayu knew he was offside, so he didn't run onto the ball. Instead, it was Leon. And now Santos playing a little bit more timid maybe after that yellow card. And now we see, oh my goodness, and Lukey, he sort of just threw Braves to the ground. They're not going to give him a card or anything, but it is going to be a foul on Oklahoma Wesleyan University. But I'm not sure why this is such a chippy game right now, but you can tell the players are really getting into it. They're really upset at each other. Both teams really trying to compete here. And now another foul is going to be called. This time it's on Leon, as a long ball was played forward. And Leon, it honestly kind of looked like he was the one that got fouled, but instead they're going to call it coming out. And it'll be Eagles' ball in their own half. They're going to play it right back to their defense. And then over to Bertini. Bertini holding on to the ball. He'll play it to Skelton. Skelton plays it over to Pekovic. Pekovic plays a long ball down the sideline, and now Oklahoma Wesleyan attacking. They shoot it from long range from about 30 yards out, but it's going to be saved by Coronado. And Coronado is going to just throw this ball out here to Ramirez. Ramirez never quite gets there, as Oklahoma Wesleyan University barely gets a foot on it. It'll boot way out into the stadium, into the seats and such. And now Rawayu up top, and it's going to be Leon who wins the ball for Auburn University, who passes it to Wolf. And Wolf will pass it back to the defense. It kind of gets taken there, and then now Oklahoma Wesleyan with the ball. And now Lukey with the ball, trying to find a shot. He couldn't do it. It got deflected, so well defended by the Braves. And now the Braves on the counterattack. Molnar on the outside. He sees Santos. He's going to try to play it into Santos. It's a little bit low, and it'll be deflected off the head of an Eagle. Molnar picks the ball back up, though. He's going to fire a shot from way downtown, and this one is going to end up being just wide. Molnar pulling the trigger, reminding the goalkeeper that they are still in this game. So Ottawa University not backing down. 17 minutes on the clock in this first half. Ottawa University down 1-0 to Oklahoma Wesleyan. It's definitely been a chippy one thus far, especially for a first half. So you wonder how chippy the second half is going to be. Maybe the ref gets control of this game, or maybe it just continues to get worse. Who knows? Oklahoma Wesleyan with the ball at midfield. Ball will be played, a long ball. It's a pretty ambitious one, but it looks like it's going to be completed to Velasco, and Velasco's dancing around with it on the outside. And this one's going to be hit off of a Braves defender for a corner. Braves defender says it did not touch him, but I'm sure that's what everybody says when the call does not go for their team. So it's going to be a corner kick for Oklahoma Wesleyan. And the corner being taken, it's going to be an in-swinger. And this one's a solid one, and it's a good save by Corono. And then now it's hit, and it's hit off the crossbar. It's been a little bit of a bicycle kick, but it was never even close. And a Braves defender will help him up after that bicycle kick. But a big save by Coronado on the initial one. Looked like he wished he had have gotten more of a punch on it as the second attempt ended up going off the crossbar. But nevertheless, a pretty solid save by Coronado. Lukey now has the ball across midfield. And Lukey will be fouled by the Braves. It looks like the person who committed the foul was Brito. The Braves were now only just 15 minutes and 30 seconds left in the half. The Braves have fought hard so far. You have to be satisfied if you're the Braves because, I mean, this game has been solid. They played well. Looks like some subs just about to come in for Kansas Wesleyan or Oklahoma Wesleyan University. And Oklahoma Wesleyan's going to send a long ball forward in the box to Morrow. Morrow is going to allow the Braves defender Ramirez to kick it out. It will be a throw-in deep in Ottawa territory. Let's see how Ottawa University can defend it. So all the subs coming on now as Pertramickle will come on for Kevin Pertramickle. He will throw it in here. This one is going to be headed out as a really good throw, but Ottawa University once again defending well, and this shot is going to be deflected. And my goodness, you can tell that scared Coronado because he was right on the shot, and then all of a sudden it got deflected off of a Braves defender, but it ends up still going out. But it will be Eagles corner kick in just a few seconds. To take the corner, it's going to be Larones who kicks it up, and it's a great one. And it's going to be tried to be cleared out by the Braves. It ends up not going very far, and then now they're going to pick it back up, but Coronado now scoops it up out of the box, and now trying to find Ramirez on the sideline. He does, and Ramirez finds Molnar down the side, and oh my! And it looked like Molnar was onside, but all the bench was screaming for offside, and then all of a sudden the referee does put up his offside flag. And Ramirez does a good slide tackle there, and the ball will fall to Molnar. Molnar finds it back, center defensive mid, and then now into the defense where now Oklahoma Wesleyan is going to pick up the ball. Molnar and Rueu making runs, but Rueu picks up the ball and is called offside. .13 minutes left in the half here. Ottawa down to Oklahoma Wesleyan University 1-0. Oklahoma Wesleyan dribbling down the side, and ball will get knocked out of bounds for an Oklahoma Wesleyan throw. And now, taking a little bit of time to get another ball here. They're going to stop the clock for something. There's one player just going to the outside. He just walked all the way off. He wasn't in a big hurry. And ball is going to get played in by Oklahoma Wesleyan, but it's going to be scooped out of the air by Coronado. Ball goes to Molnar. Molnar finds the pass back. Now Santos trying to get the ball. He couldn't quite get there. Now Molnar chasing after Oklahoma Wesleyan defender. Now Molnar also even going after the keeper. Molnar showing a lot of persistence. And now a big run by Oklahoma Wesleyan, but it just could not quite be kept in there. So it'll be a Brave throw. Wolf to throw it. He finds Brave down the sideline, just going right down the line. And now the ball will fall to Brito, and Brito, and then it gets knocked out by an Eagle. Wolf throws it back in. Wolf kind of gets stuck there in traffic. Sends it back to the Braves defense, and the Braves defense just boots it out of there. Gligorovic, the keeper for Oklahoma Wesleyan, just plays it out, and then it's going to be Bertini who kicks it away quickly. Molnar with the ball. Molnar plays it back to the defense. And now a big fight for the ball here as the Braves really fighting to try to stay in this game. Oklahoma Wesleyan definitely having a lot more possession, especially in the last 10 minutes. And the Braves trying to clear it out. Doesn't do super well clearing this one out, and my goodness, an absolute slam of a shot by Kevin Perchimichael. He, my goodness, a little volley and just barely went wide of the post. Looked like Coronado, though, did have his post covered, so even if that was on goal, maybe he would have just come up with a big save, but definitely something that's scary. Oklahoma Wesleyan reminding Ottawa that they are not done. And the ball will be punted up into midfield. Santos tries to fight for it, but he couldn't quite come down with it. Now to Ramirez on the near side defending. And they'll get around him, and a big save here by Coronado as he sees the pass come in. He dives out and grabs it, snatches that one up. So Coronado really coming through today. He's played well. Rawayu has the ball, and he's going to get fouled. And this is just an unfortunate tripping call, and the AR signals for the center to give a yellow card, and it indeed looks like that's what's going to happen. He pulls out the yellow card, and it looks like he was facing Rawayu, but Rawayu didn't get a foul, so it'll be a yellow card on Oklahoma Wesleyan University. It looked like it was Skelton who got the yellow card there, as he was the one who fouled Rawayu. Rawayu actually to take the free kick here for Ottawa. Rawayu boots it up in the air, and he'll be headed back, right back at him, and he'll send it over to Molnar. Molnar trying to find a cross here. Can he do it? He's going to wait just a tad too long, and it goes out of bounds for a goal kick. 9 minutes left to go in the first half. Braves down 1-0. Bertini has the ball. Plays it into the middle. Over to Spencer White. Now the ball going back into the Eagles defense. Eagles look a little bit scrambled right now, but now they find their form, and they'll send a long ball way downtown to Kevin. And the ball's going to be sent by White all the way to the far side, where it'll be sent into the middle, and Michael will have it there, but wasn't able to do anything. Instead, he kind of finds it off to a pass towards Calvick, where Calvick hits a beautiful field goal there, but it is only worth one. So Ottawa University something kind of interesting to let you know is right now the Ottawa Cyclones, we mentioned how they advanced to the championship round in the state tournament, but right now they are competing and apparently are in a third winner-takes-all set. So the Cyclones right there, potentially able to take home a state championship title. Something huge for Ottawa. This would mean a lot for this town. In the meantime, at Ottawa University, Oklahoma Wesleyan being a menace thus far. Ottawa University definitely being pretty patient right now. They're going to try to find Santos up in the middle off of the free kick here, and Santos is not able to win it. Header won there, though, by Swartz, and Swartz able to maintain possession. It's going to get up to Leon. Leon is going to try to find Rawayu. He can't do that, though. And we talked about Alvarez not coming in, but now Carlos Alvarez is in the game, which we've seen him play before. He is a pesky guy. He definitely has a lot of hustle. So now Wolf plays up to Leon, but Leon is offside. And it's going to be Eagles ball coming out of the back, about their own 18-yard box. Now, Ottawa University is going to allow a long ball sent up into the side, and now Carlos Alvarez defending on that side there. And Coronado has to come out as a little pass was dropped inside, and Coronado does well to go and snatch it up. Coronado looking for somebody to pass to. He can't seem to find one. He's going to set it on the ground, and now he kicks it out, looking for Molnar. Molnar, he does find him, and then Molnar heads it over towards Rawayu, where it will be uncontrolled. It's a good win by Skelton, defender for Oklahoma Wesleyan. Now the ball being played out of the back, Rawayu tries to go and get it, but ends up, he kind of gets hit onto the ground, and he's just staying here now and still sitting there. And Rawayu, this could be serious. The ref will stop play with 4 minutes and 27 seconds left. As Ryu sits on the ground. Now Ryu gets helped up. Looks like he's going to be okay here, but never want to see players go down. Now it will look like Ryu is going to stay in. Kind of leaning over, though. Maybe not feeling 100%. It's going to be a drop ball. Wolf will play back to the defense. And there will be Ramirez, who has Alvarez. He said he's going to play it to Santos. Santos dropped it back into Brito, but Brito played it out of bounds. Looked like he was trying to find Alvarez. Now Ottawa University, they're playing well on offense as far as possession, but they just can't really possess in the final third. And Ryu comes up with a big steal here in Eagles territory, and Santos now picks up the ball. He's going to try to find Ryu again, and it's going to end up being scooped up by Gilgorgovich, the keeper for Oklahoma Wesleyan. Now the Eagles going back the other direction, trying to find the back of the net. It's going to be well defended by the Braves as now they head back the other direction with 3 minutes left in the first half. Molnar. Now he's scooting forward. Trying to find a pass. It's a good one over to Ryu, but as Gilgorgovich is just off of his line so fast and he was able to clear it. Ottawa University are starting to find some penetration. And now Oklahoma Wesleyan having some beautiful passing going on, but unable to get anything out of there. But it still would be Oklahoma Wesleyan ball as it goes out for a throw-in. Eagles. And they will be fouled right there. It's going to be about 30 yards out. About 34 yards out. I mean, maybe you can shoot this one, but it's definitely going to be a tough one if you do. Kind of interesting that Oklahoma Wesleyan subbed out Lukey because Lukey had been playing really well. And now a big shot, and it's going to catch Coronado in the face. And this one definitely looks painful, but somehow he still comes up with the catch and swallows it up. So a big-time save, but Coronado is down. He is just laying on the turf here. He's going to get back up here from him. That had to be painful, as he might have just been rattled. Now Ottawa University has a drop ball, and Coronado picks up the ball. Now he'll set it back down, and he'll play it out with his feet as Oklahoma Wesleyan pressured him instantly. There'll be a foul on Oklahoma Wesleyan, and now Molnar has the ball on the side of the field. He's going to dribble in and around and find a great long ball. Oh, they're going to say he's offside. And you can see the frustration on Leon's face as he definitely did not think he was, but I will have to agree with the referees on that one. That definitely looked like he was slightly offside. Just a minute left in regulation, in the first half here. And Ottawa University has done well this half. So now in the defensive third, Alvarez makes a big stop, but still going to be a corner for Oklahoma Wesleyan University. 25 seconds left, 20. Now you would think that this is probably going to be the last chance for either team. Now just 15 seconds left. They'll kick it into the box. It's going to be cleared out by Alvarez, but they're still going to have a chance to take another shot and rebound it. But instead, it's going to be cleared out. Now Molnar has a chance to actually make a play on it. He doesn't quite get there, as once again, Gogorkovic was super far off his line. He was able to make that play, but my goodness, Molnar actually almost had a chance to shoot it from about half field because how far off Gogorkovic was off his line. So there's the end of the first half for the Ottawa Braves, and they currently are down by 1 goal to the Oklahoma Wesleyan Eagles. We'll take a quick break here. We'll be back with some halftime. You're listening to Ottawa Braves Soccer on KOFO.com.
Whether you're wanting a garage for your toys, a riding arena for your horses, or storage for your equipment, Quality Structures is there. Visit Quality Structures in Richmond or online at qualitystructures.com.
Have you received an email, call, or text about winning a sweepstakes you didn't enter? Don't fall victim to the latest scams. Hi, this is Shelby from Kansas State Bank, encouraging you to protect yourself against these unsolicited attempts to take your money. Contact your financial institution immediately to protect your account if you feel you've been targeted. A reminder from Kansas State Bank, member FDIC.
Turn care into career with Advent Health Ottawa. Clinical, non-clinical, and professional roles are waiting for the right people, and you could be one of them while earning a minimum starting pay of $14.50 per hour. Log on to careers.adventhealth.com/Ottawa today. At Advent Health Ottawa, nothing is more important than you.
Deer usually travel in groups, so if you see one cross the road, there may be others ready to bolt in front of your vehicle. Always be aware and be careful of deer nearby. A reminder from your friends at CarStar Ottawa. Call 242-8916. CarStar, relax, we'll take it from here.
Where do you go when you need your ring repaired, sized, or you're missing a stone and you have no idea where to get it fixed? Hi, this is Lindsay Sutton from Sutton's Jewelry, 213 South Main in downtown Ottawa. When it comes to jewelry, we make shopping local even more convenient. We'll make repairs quickly and get your ring back on your finger where it belongs. We'll take the time to help you find the right size stone for your ring and your budget to replace the one you lost. It's all about taking care of you, our customer and friend. You've got it made at Sutton's Jewelry.
This is Walt Dangle of Dangle & Son Mortuary. Truth and integrity are very important to us at Dangle & Son. Everyone at the funeral home has the moral character to speak the truth. This is Dangle & Son setting the standard for funeral service.
Ottawa Braves find themselves down 1-0 at halftime here at Advent Health Field at Ottawa University. So we kind of look at something that maybe Ottawa University needs to try to do this half. You know, they played really well defensively. They've only let in 1 goal against the number 2 team in the nation. So as far as defense, it seems like Ottawa, what they're doing, their recipe's working. I mean, at some point, though, Oklahoma Wesleyan, they passed the ball so well between, like, Lukey and Morrow and Verasco. They all passed the ball super well. I mean, at some point, they're going to be able to just pick you apart, and I feel like Ottawa University has done a good job at not allowing them to do that very often. Also, they've done well at clearing corners, so something that I'm pretty impressed by to see Ottawa University, and I feel like ultimately if Ottawa University played this way in their last match against McPherson College, they probably wouldn't have lost. They lost 3-1 in that match, but ultimately in this match, it looks like if they were playing McPherson, they definitely would have won that match. Now, as far as offense goes, Ottawa University's not really had a lot of offense going for them. They've been able to get a few counterattacks. They've had some good runs with Rawayu, but ultimately, Gogorkovic, the keeper for Oklahoma Wesleyan University, he has been well off his line and is able to clear a lot of those balls away. He really plays a sweeper-keeper position, but ultimately that also can mean it's also a dangerous thing to play that way as a keeper. So maybe Ottawa University actually might come up with something insane later. So ultimately you kind of wonder now is what what should the Ottawa Braves do in the second half? And I feel like if you're Coach Maya, I think you stay with what you're doing. I mean, you're down 1-0. They've had a few chances. Maybe they capitalize on one of those in the second half, and suddenly it's a 1-1 ball game. I think that ultimately Coach Maya could just stay with what he's doing and continue to try to suppress the attack of Oklahoma Wesleyan University. They also got to make sure that they control Lukey for Oklahoma Wesleyan, as he has definitely been one player who has been a menace for Ottawa University. Kind of take a look at some of the stats of right now the saves for Coronado. They have him at 6 saves, whereas Gilgorgovich has 0 saves, which I would not say is completely fair because he has ultimately come out quite a few times off of his line and made some saves. Yeah, they technically weren't shots, so they don't register them, but Ottawa has definitely made him have to actually work today. Some interesting things to kind of look at who's had some shots, but Julio Bello for Oklahoma Wesleyan. Stefan Lukey, he has had 3 shots, and then also he's gotten an assist. And then Mauro, just 1 shot, but it also was a goal. And then Skelton had 1 shot after a set piece. So, and then overall, Larones has 3 shots, and then Spencer White had a shot. So overall, they've got 13 shots on the day, but only 1 goal to show for it. Ottawa University, though, only with 1 shot overall, and that was from Vince Molnar, who, my goodness, he has been a presence so far, and hopefully he'll be able to penetrate this next half. We're going to take a quick break here. You're listening to Ottawa Braves Soccer on KOFO.com.
Today's job market is full of demand for skilled trade workers. Electricians, welders, mechanics, these and other trades are the backbone of every community. They're also a huge part in making sure the Army National Guard is always fulfilling its mission of service to our country and communities. Soldiers train to keep the power flowing, engines running, and supplies moving. The skilled trades these soldiers perform are the same ones needed in today's civilian workforce. Army National Guard soldiers are on the fast track to learning skills that can set them up for success at home with companies looking to hire the best. With options from plumber to helicopter mechanic and everything in between, soldiers are able to select the trades that best fit their lives. Their resumes are being built through their paid training and part-time service. Find out how you too can learn a trade profession and serve your community and country by visiting NationalGuard.com. Sponsored by the Kansas Army National Guard, aired by the Kansas Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Hi, I'm Laura Howard, Secretary of the Kansas Department for Aging and Disability Services. In Kansas, there are more than 540,000 people on Medicare, and each day, nearly 10,000 new people enroll nationwide. While Medicare enrollment can seem daunting, it doesn't have to be. That's where SHIC, or the Senior Health Insurance Counseling for Kansas program, comes in. The SHIC program provides seniors across Kansas trusted and unbiased help about Medicare benefits. SHIC counselors provide all the information and options available so you can make an informed decision about your Medicare coverage. We look forward to helping you navigate your way to a Medicare plan that is right for you. The number to call to find your local SHIC counselor is 1-800-860-5260.
Sponsored by the Kansas Department for Aging and Disability Services and Administration for Community Living, Department of Health and Human Services, and aired in cooperation with this station.
Welcome back here to Advent Health Field at Ottawa University. Just 6 minutes and 20 seconds here left in halftime. Ottawa currently down 1-0 to Oklahoma Wesleyan University, but to be fair, they are playing the number 2 team in the nation, so not an easy go for Ottawa University here is Ottawa unranked, and then Oklahoma Wesleyan currently they're ranked number 2 at the moment, but you kind of look at the records of Ottawa versus Oklahoma Wesleyan. Ottawa is 5-10, but then in KCAC, or they're 5-10-2, but in KCAC they're 4-7, versus Oklahoma Wesleyan, who's 15-2, but then they are 11-0 in conference play. So undefeated in conference play. So it is pretty impressive that Ottawa University right now is only down by 1, because this is a really tough team to play. There's no team in the nation that wants to play Oklahoma. Whoever they're going to play, it's going to be a challenge. So right now, Ottawa University doing a great job of being able to contain them, not allowing them to get a lot of quality opportunities. Instead, they're forcing them to have to ping the ball around and try to find some really impressive shots. We kind of take a look here at the previous games for Ottawa. Is they played McPherson last, and they lost to McPherson 3-1. Well, McPherson lost to Oklahoma Wesleyan, who Ottawa is playing right now, 8-1. So big difference there. As Ottawa University ought to be pretty proud of what the score is, and Ottawa University also trying to snap this 4-game losing streak as they lost to Bethel a while ago, 4-2. Then Friends 5-3, Southwestern 3-2, and McPherson 3-1. Obviously, Oklahoma Wesleyan University trying to extend that losing streak for Ottawa, but definitely Ottawa University not making that easy. Instead, they're playing good soccer here today, and Vince Molnar, and to me, is probably the key to this game. I feel like Ottawa University needs to continue to play defensive, but try to get a counterattack with Vince Molnar, because Vince, my goodness, he has some speed, he has a shot, he has a physical ability. Everything about him is very, very, very good, especially for him being a freshman. He's a big guy for his age. So Vince Molnar, I think, is the key to this game if Ottawa University wants to come home with a win. We'll take one last break here. When you come back, we'll be getting ready for Ottawa University soccer. You're listening to Ottawa University Soccer on KOFO.com.
Ottawa University has positioned itself as a distinctive and rapidly expanding institution, known for its innovative educational models, exceptional value, and special ability to prepare diverse student populations for lifetimes of enlightened faith, exemplary service, inspired leadership, and personal significance. With numerous undergraduate and graduate degrees in business, education, arts and sciences, athletics, and more, you'll gain the specific expertise you need for a lifetime of significance and prosperity. Find out more by visiting ottawa.edu/OUKS.
Medicare Part D coverage can be confusing. We can help. This is Laura from Kramer Pharmacy in downtown Ottawa. Stop in and let us help you find the best option for your needs when it comes to Medicare Part D. Kramer Pharmacy, 134 South Main, open Monday through Saturday and online anytime at kramerrx.com.
At a time of loss, you're already dealing with grief. The cost of a funeral service shouldn't add to it. This is Eric Price, Funeral Director and owner of Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Homes, providing affordable services for everyone. Find out more by visiting lamb-roberts.com.
132 conference championships, 146 NAIA scholar teams, 43 NAIA national tournament appearances, and 237 All-Americans. Ottawa University has a long and rich tradition of Braves athletes that continue to compete at the highest level of competition, utilizing state-of-the-art facilities, accomplished coaches, and a spirit that only comes from wearing the black and gold. Push yourself to limits you never imagined as a student athlete at Ottawa University. Visit ottawa.edu/OUKS.
You can just about hear that cold Kansas winter wind blowing, and you're going to want to make sure your heater is working this winter. The best way to do that is call the pros at Adamson Brothers at 785-242-9273. Adamson Brothers Heating and Cooling, maintaining your comfort for over 30 years.
Welcome back here to Advent Health Field at Ottawa University. Just a minute and 20 seconds left before the second half of soccer will begin. Both the teams kind of preparing themselves. You see Ottawa University starting to take the field. Oklahoma Wesleyan already out there, ready to go. And both keepers, you can kind of see Gogorkovich on the one side, the opposing side, getting ready, kind of doing that keeper ritual, punching the post, also stretching. He's definitely been busy today. I mean, he's been running all over the field. As far as most keepers don't usually run as much as he does. He's been well off his line. But it's been effective for the Eagles. Ottawa University coming into this half, they need to get a goal if they want to be able to force overtime here, but Oklahoma Wesleyan trying to just put things away and add an insurance goal as they're currently up 1-0. Not a whole lot of fans here today. We had quite a bit before the end of the half, but then a lot of them left just as halftime came. So Ottawa University, I think that would be nice if they could get a big crowd to kind of help the momentum switch to their way. But not a huge crowd here today. Edward Maya, second season that he's been coaching for Ottawa University. First season actually for the girls coach, which we just watched the girls play as they fell to Oklahoma Wesleyan 8-0. It was a frustrating match, but the girls definitely showed a lot of grit as they continue to fight throughout the game. All right, and kickoff just about underway. 3:43 at the moment. There's going to be 45 minutes on the clock, and it'll be Molnar to kick off for Ottawa University. And you're underway. Second half action is going here at Advent Health Field. And the ball will be played at Ottawa University. Actually, they'll lose possession kind of readily quickly here, as it's going to be has the ball from Oklahoma Wesleyan. Crispum, who loses possession, and it's going to be an Ottawa University throw. So Wolf to take the throw in here for Ottawa University. He throws it up, and this one going to be kind of cleared out by Rueyo, but something interesting this half is Rueyo was playing the center striker, but it kind of looks like Rueyo is actually playing an attacking mid now, and they're playing with two center strikers with Molnar and Thomas Santos. So an interesting move there by Ottawa University. And now Oklahoma Wesleyan pushing forward on the outside, tried to send a cross in, but it's blocked by Wolf, and it will go out for an Oklahoma Wesleyan corner. .43 minutes to go in regulation. Braves need a goal if they want to be able to go into overtime. This one to be kicked in by Crispum. And here's the boot. It'll be cleared once again by the Braves. They've done really well defending corners today. And Elkovic there to make sure no counterattack happened for the Braves. And then once again, he actually gets another steal, and you can see the frustration on Molnar's face. Now Rueyu picks the ball up in about midfield, and now he'll dump it off to Molnar. And Molnar will play it back to the defense where there's a switch over to the opposite side, and now Alvarez with the ball. Alvarez finding a pretty decent ball here. Looked like he was looking for Leon, but Leon just not quite in front of that defender there, so the ball was just a little bit too heavy. Now Ottawa University continuing to go down that side, and now it's Thomas Santos with the ball. Santos plays it in, and that's Rueyo. He gets a goal, and Ottawa University has equalized it. Thomas Santos sends it across, and Ottawa University ties it up 1-1. Rueyo, what a finish. He gets it off the side of the foot and into the back of the net. And just like that, the Braves are tied. 42 minutes left to go. It's 1-1. What a cross by Santos. Oh, my goodness. And Rueyo with a big finish, and just like that, you can see Oklahoma Wesleyan is stunned. The 12-0 Oklahoma Wesleyan right now is tied 1-1 here at Advent Health Field. And all of a sudden, the stands erupt. You can see the energy alive. Everybody's awake. My goodness. Thomas Santos, I feel like you got to really give him a lot of credit on this goal, as that assist was beautiful. He picked up the ball on the outside, dropped it right into the middle, and just gave it gave Rawayu a pretty easy goal there. So now scores 1-1, and Kansas Wesleyan or Oklahoma Wesleyan will kick it off, and they play it out to the outside, and Wolf over there to defend. Suddenly, man, you can really see a lot of energy from both teams. They both seem awake right now. And I bet you that Oklahoma Wesleyan probably came into this game thinking that this was going to be a breeze, but Ottawa University has given absolute grit as they have not allowed this to be an easy game at all. It's 1-1. They allowed one goal this entire game. Defense has played fantastic, and right there, a great counterattack for Ottawa University, and now it's 1-1. Throw in for Oklahoma Wesleyan as they have the ball at the near side, trying to look for a cross. They'll hit one, but Thomas Santos is there to kick it way out for a good clearance there. Not a lot of pressure right now from the Braves, and then all of a sudden there it is, and Wolf picks up a steal, and he'll drop it back to the defense, and then they'll send it all the way back to Coronado. Coronado just sends a pretty easy pass right back to his center back. Santos gets a pass, sends it directly back to who he received it from, and now Wolf sends a header over trying to find Molnar, or Leon actually, but Leon was not able to quite get there in time. The header just had a little bit of spin on it and rolled out of bounds. So Oklahoma Wesleyan throw-in. It's going to be thrown into Pekovic, and Pekovic drops it back to the defense, and now it's all the way out to the outside. Makes a move around Thomas Santos, and Ottawa University now picking up the ball. Thomas Santos picks it up from the outside. He's going to play it in. Santos trying to find a pass, looking for Rawayu, but he couldn't find it. And now a big cross by Oklahoma Wesleyan, and this is going to be a card for sure, probably as, oh, maybe not. So they're going to call a foul just outside of the box, but this one for sure just stopped a goal-scoring opportunity, a really tactical foul by Ottawa University. I mean, that's what you should do right there. It's probably going to be goal if he doesn't make that foul. So a good tactical foul, like I said, by Ottawa University. But a definitely dangerous free kick here. Oklahoma Wesleyan on their last free kick. It was Lukey who had a really, really good shot. It just barely went over the bar. But Lukey still on the bench here. He was playing fantastic while he was in, but then he didn't play a lot of the first half after he started for a while. So on this one, it's going to be shot right into the wall, but it's still picked up by Oklahoma Wesleyan, but then knocked out. And it looked like it was going to be a Ottawa University throw, but they're actually going to give it to Oklahoma Wesleyan. And a long throw here. Santos picks up in the center, and he'll boot it to try to clear it out. And now Rawayu fighting. Ottawa University trying to fend off Oklahoma Wesleyan attacks. And now this one's being dribbled in the box, and oh my, what a save here by Coronado as Oklahoma Wesleyan took a shot from about the penalty spot, and he got on the ground fast. Great reflexes there by Coronado. Wolf trying to defend here. He does. Good block. Now Rawayu picks up the ball. He's got Molnar on the other side, but instead he's going to play it to Santos, which is slightly misread, but Santos does keep it in, and he'll drop it back to Alvarez. Alvarez with the ball there. He's going to try to find Rawayu, but Rawayu, the ball is just going to get booted out by Gogorkovic. And now Oklahoma Wesleyan moving forward. It's Pekovic with the ball who drops it over to Osuna. Osuna finding passes, connecting them around, working that ball around the field. Cadillo lays in, and it's going to just be picked up by Coronado. He'll be able to either throw or punt it out. We've seen him quite a few times today just set the ball down and kick it out, but this time he'll throw it over to Wolf. Wolf isn't able to get a very good header on that. Instead, it's going to go back the other direction, but Coronado is there to pick it up. And now Coronado punts this one this time. This one's not quite going to reach half. But Santos there to recover for the Braves, but instead he looked like he was trying to head it to Alvarez, but Alvarez jumped the gun, and now it's Oklahoma Wesleyan ball. They'll send a cross, and it's going to be blocked by the Braves. And now Cadillo drops it back over to Bertini, and Bertini drops it in. And now the ball finds to Bello. Bello to Bertini. Bertini back to Bello. Bello looking for a pass. He finds one and then gets it right back. Wolf sends a pass up to Molnar as Ottawa gets the steal, and now Oklahoma Wesleyan, though, makes that steal short-lived as they get it right back. And now a big, very beautiful cross. Wolf was really, really, really making sure that Morrow didn't have any good chance in that goal, and he didn't. It was a good play by Wolf, and now it will go out for a goal kick for Ottawa University. Coronado kind of getting busy in these last 5 minutes. 34 minutes to go. Ball game is tied 1-1. And now Ottawa University defending as now it's going to be Oklahoma Wesleyan with a throw-in on the near side. They're going to pass it. They're going to throw it into Bello, and Bello drops it all the way to the other side. It's a good cross, and he's going to hit an out-swinger cross, but it'll end up going too far for a goal kick. Ottawa University still on the defensive side here. They can't seem to get it out of their own half in the last few minutes. Santos charging over there to defend. And Santos gets ahead, but they're going to foul him right as he goes up for that header. So Ottawa University now with a chance to finally possess and get this out of their own half. They're just going to boot it pretty quickly. I'm not even sure why, as it just turned the ball over immediately. And Oklahoma Wesleyan continues to have possession here. Pekovic plays it over towards Osuna. Osuna plays it back to the defense, where Skelton picks it up and plays it to Bertini. And now Osuna with the ball on the near side. He plays it over to Pekovic. And this ball is going to be snatched out of the air by Coronado. So a good save there by the Braves goalkeeper, Coronado. Santos dribbling with pace. And he is kind of looks like he jumped a little bit, but they are going to call a foul. The Ottawa University Braves coming through thus far. They're playing well. Now it's going to be Oklahoma Wesleyan with a steal here. It's going to be Pekovic looking for a pass. Pekovic finds finds a teammate on the far side, where they'll try to find a cross, but this one's just going to be too long and ambitious, and out for a goal kick for Ottawa University once again. 31 minutes here left to try to break this deadlock of 1-1 tie. Now Rawayu almost comes up with a steal here. Didn't quite get one there, but Molnar chasing as Oklahoma Wesleyan dealing with it on the back line. Little game, though. Crispin. Ottawa University trying to find some big-time plays, but right now, not a lot is going their way. It's going to be a corner kick for Oklahoma Wesleyan. And this one is, all of them appeal that who was out on the other team. Didn't matter which team you were on. You were just calling it on the other team, but it's going to be a goal kick for Ottawa University. And now Ottawa University with the ball in the back. They'll send it to Wolf. Wolf tries to play it up down to Leon, and Leon kind of takes a foot off the chest there, but Molnar now with the ball for Ottawa University. He's going to play it into the midfield. And then the ball finds its way back into the defense, and now Santos up at midfield, plays it over to Molnar. Molnar with the ball there. He plays a little chip pass over to Wolf. Wolf, good touch. He's going to play it into, and it's going to be a little bit of a grab. I'm surprised that there's no foul. And now Molnar has the ball in the box, but they're finally going to call a foul as Leon he got grabbed completely here, but they are going to call it. And question is exactly what this call is. Yeah, it's going to be a foul on Oklahoma Wesleyan, and Rawayu will take the free kick for Ottawa University. It's a big chance here for Ottawa. Santos definitely really good in the air, as he's been able to score quite a few goals this season with some headers. So they'll definitely be looking his way for sure. Rawayu sits it in. It's a great curl in the side, and then back of the net, and Ottawa University's in the lead. Oh my goodness. A big-time header from Ottawa University. Now they're up 2-1. What a beautiful curl. It actually had a little bit of a deflection in the box, and all of a sudden, Ottawa University is ahead 2-1 against the 11-0 Oklahoma Wesleyan Eagles. And we just can't even. This is insane. As Ottawa University in the first half, not a lot of offensive action, but right now they find themselves up 2-1 after being down 1-0 after the first half. Nobody really would have given Ottawa University a chance, but they are making a statement right now. Oklahoma Wesleyan definitely concerned, as my goodness. Ottawa University has come to play. They are not messing around here. Now the defense for Oklahoma Wesleyan University, they will take the ball off of the kickoff, and they'll play it for, but Alvarez is just going to clear it out. You wonder now, you're Ottawa University up 2-1. It's definitely going to be tough to keep scoring on Oklahoma Wesleyan, but can they, what is the options here? Do you try to just park the bus this early? I mean, it's 28 minutes, which is plenty of time for the other team to score. But I mean, do you park the bus? Because I don't know. It's gonna be hard for Ottawa University to hold on for that long. But then again, I mean, maybe that's your best chance of winning is just parking the bus. So Ottawa University, though, now playing it forward to Wolf, and it's a good ball, but they're going to call it offside. And Wolf he has played well today. And now Oklahoma Wesleyan running some passes. They're actually going to call a foul on Ottawa University here. And now all of a sudden it's getting a little bit out of hand. It seems like players are having just a little bit of a miscommunication with the ref. They played before the ref was ready. Now Oklahoma Wesleyan will play to the far side. Cross is played, but it's not going to go to anybody. We'll find an Oklahoma Wesleyan player on the other side where they'll cross in and try to go for a bicycle. And the Oklahoma Wesleyan player just makes a fool out of himself as completely misses and face plants. Now, on the goal kick, ball will be played over to Molnar. Molnar trying to find Rueyu, making another dangerous run. Now Alvarez does a little bit of a bicycle kick to clear it out. Right now, Ottawa University trying to hold on to this 2-1 lead. 26 minutes left in regulation. And Ottawa University kind of grabs Pukovic, but Pukovic finds a good pass here. And now Oklahoma Wesleyan really threatening with their attack here. Ottawa University, though, finds a pass out, but there's going to be looks like it'll probably be a drop ball as Ottawa had gotten possession, but there was a player down. So Ottawa University here, player down. It's hard to see who that is from where I'm at in this booth. The trainer's going to come out for Ottawa University. Hopefully he's okay. He'll be limping off the field here, as it looks like it is Ottawa University defender here. Make it real tough to be able to see numbers with these white shirts and then yellow numbers. Now they get two people to help him off as he limps. Goes and now Ramirez is going to come back on the field for Nate Johnson, who is the injured player. And Ottawa University will do a drop ball. And they'll have possession. Molnar trying to get the ball way up the field. He doesn't get one. Instead, they're going to call foul on Molnar. So Oklahoma Wesleyan will have the ball at about midfield, a little free kick. Once again, they try to play it where the spot was not. And now Santos trying to defend here, and Ottawa University being really patient here. And how about this? Ottawa University not finding a lot of success now. They're going to do a little bit of a set piece, Oklahoma Wesleyan, and now they're going to find a cross all the way to the other side. Nobody will be on the other end of it, but they will get kept in bounds, and Oklahoma Wesleyan keeps possession. Now finding another cross This one's dangerous, but it's going to be a goal kick for Ottawa University. Now, Granado to kick it out for the Braves. Headed away. Pekovic. Be Wolf to throw it in for Ottawa University. 24 minutes left on the clock. Right now, time is Ottawa University's enemy. They're going to call a foul on Ottawa. And now they call a foul over and over. Oklahoma Wesleyan continues to play the ball where it's not actually, and they finally do it, give them a yellow card for it. They're going to award Julio Bello is going to get a yellow card here. And what's funny is the ref dropped his yellow card as he pulled it up out of his pocket. Ottawa University maintains possession in the middle of the field. They're going to drop it for a long ball over to Molnar. And this has been a story all day, is once again, Gogorgovich was off his line and ready to skip that one. And Nick Wolf now on defense, as well to contain Oklahoma Wesleyan. And now Wesleyan with a shot, and it's going to be high, also wide. Now a substitute coming on for Oklahoma Wesleyan University. It's going to be Diego Lorinado coming on for Victor Crispum. Ottawa University. It's kind of surprising that Oklahoma Wesleyan has not put Lukey back on. He was someone to be reckoned with. And now Ottawa University fans demanding for a foul. Santos is laying on the other side of the field, still down. And fans demanding that they stop play as Santos is still down. 21:51 left to go in the half. Ottawa University up 2-1 against number 2 nationally ranked Oklahoma Wesleyan University. Ball played back over to Gogorgovich, and he'll play it out calmly to Bertini. Bertini now. Ball plays and then receives it back, and now holding on to it. And ball will end up over to Gaudio. And the ball will end up being miscontrolled by Oklahoma Wesleyan University, and now Ottawa University has a throw-in. Alvarez throws it into Santos. Santos finds a pass, but then it's going to just get booted away over to Oklahoma Wesleyan. And now, long ball is played, and it looks like, so Coronado comes out and makes a save here, but it looks like they're actually going to call a foul earlier on Ottawa University. odd as this foul was not called immediately, and it honestly had been quite a few seconds since it had even been a potential foul. I mean, I'm not arguing that it's not a foul. It looked like Ottawa was grabbing the player shirt, but it was odd how late the call was made. So Oklahoma Wesleyan here with a free kick. They're going to boot it up out of the back, and it's actually going to end up being a handball, it would appear. Oklahoma Wesleyan, so it's going to be coming out. And now Ottawa University, not a very good kick coming out, and they're not really going to be able to control this one, as now Oklahoma Wesleyan has the ball in Ottawa's half. They're going to call, actually, that now the ball was out of bounds. And Oklahoma Wesleyan now having to go on the defensive side of the ball. Thrown by Wolf over to Leon. Leon over to Ryu. Ryu finds Molnar. Molnar finding a curling cross over to Santos. It's a beautiful one. Santos, though, not right there to shoot it, but he does pick it up. And the ball is going to be off of Santos and then out for a goal kick. So a great combination there from Wolf to Leon, Leon to Molnar, or Molnar to Ryu, and then Ryu right back to Molnar, and Molnar over to cross it to Santos, but nothing would come of it. Carlos Alvarez defending the long ball, and he does. Only 18 and a half minutes left in regulation. Ottawa's still up 2-1. So now Philip Kapich comes in for Oklahoma Wesleyan. This ball is going to get scooped up by Ottawa. And ball is going to get played up. Ottawa University fighting for it. Trying to win it here. They've got it in their own defensive half, but they're going to let it go out for a goal kick. So Ottawa University kind of gets what they want there. 18 minutes left in the game. Coronado kind of has had to kick quite a few goal kicks today. Hasn't had much of a break. One booted up, and now Wolf trying to defend, and it looks like they're going to call a foul on Wolf, which honestly seemed more of a foul on Oklahoma Wesleyan University, but nevertheless, it is a foul, and ultimately the referee does have the best angle. Now a cross is made. It's a dangerous one, but Oklahoma Wesleyan can't make anything of it. Ottawa University really doing well at packing the box. And now a yellow card is going to be drawn. It's going to be given to Jamie Patterson, the 11th year coach of Oklahoma Wesleyan University. Not often that you see a yellow card from coaches, but he gets a yellow card here today. Jamie Peterson not happy about that. And now, oh my goodness, and a big strike from Ottawa, from Oklahoma Wesleyan University, but it's going to go wide after a long throw-in. So Ottawa just barely gets lucky there. And the frustrating day for Oklahoma Wesleyan continues on. 16 and a half minutes left in the game for Ottawa. Oklahoma Wesleyan. Ball on the goal kick goes out for a throw-in. Oklahoma Wesleyan throw-in. And now Alvarez kind of grabs his defender or grabs his opponent's head, and, yeah, they're going to call a foul. And they'll give Carlos Alvarez a yellow card. And that one is rightfully so. $16 minutes left. Ottawa still leads at 2-1. Actually, they're going to say that yellow card was given to Jack Hatswell instead of Carlos Alvarez. Oh, and now another yellow card being issued, and this one will go to Carlos Alvarez. Alvarez not happy about it, and all of his teammates holding him back now. We're now, after we got corrected that the yellow card was given to Jack, it was indeed given to Carlos Alvarez. Or why you here off the set piece trying to defend it, and ball goes out to Oklahoma Wesleyan. It'll take a shot, but it's going to go way high. So Ottawa University here trying to close things out. 15 minutes left. And ball will go upfield. Santos kind of gets sandwiched. And it's going to be, they're going to have a good shot here. And they're going to call a foul just outside the box. This definitely looks like it was inside of the box. It should have been a PK as it was Leon who was dribbling the ball, and Kansas and Oklahoma Wesleyan fouls Leon, and it definitely looked like it was in the box, but he's going to say that it was just a foot outside of the box. Nevertheless, a dangerous, dangerous opportunity for Ottawa University, and if they could get this goal, that would be huge. Insurance goal would mean a whole lot for Ottawa University here today. But a player down in the meantime for Ottawa University, and it's Thomas Santos. That is the one that is down. Looks like he's going to be okay. He'll stand back up. The trainer ran out after him. Now he's going over to attend Leon and see how he's doing. Fans in the stadium yelling for a red card, but definitely not a red card offense, but it definitely did stop a goal-scoring opportunity here. Now, Ottawa University, it's a big chance. They got to try to capitalize on this. If they could do that, that would be huge. 15 minutes to go. Clock is stopped at 15:04. Now, Ottawa University's Leon is going to step off the field for a bit after the tumble. Same with Santos. It looks like Santos is about to run back out there, though. Same with Leon. Right now with 2 players off the pitch. Oh, now it looks like they might even be saying the foul is coming out. After they call the foul on top of the box, the center referee went and talked to his AR, and now it's looking like they're calling the foul. And definitely a bizarre call here. A little bit confusing. As Ottawa University looks like they have a penalty, and then now it's not even their ball at all. Like, they're not even going to give them a free kick. And Coach Edward Maya, he wants an explanation, and center referee is going to go up to him and give him one, but nevertheless, surprising turn of events here is, I mean, first off, looked like it was going to be a card and a penalty kick, and then no, not even a card, not even a penalty kick, but just a free kick. But then now, not only is it a free kick, but it's a free kick for Oklahoma Wesleyan University. And now they're going to finally start the clock and start play back. And so it'll be 14:50 left. Oklahoma Wesleyan trying to ease themselves back into this game. They're going to take a shot, and Coronado is going to cover that one pretty easily. And now Santos and Leon will finally come back in. So now Ottawa's back to full strength here. So the Braves will kick it out here from a goal kick. And Nick Wolf wins a header here for Ottawa University, but now Oklahoma Wesleyan still with the ball, although Ottawa wins it right back, and then Oklahoma Wesleyan does the exact same and wins it back. Now it'll just be cleared out by Ottawa. 14 minutes left in regulation. And now Oklahoma Wesleyan's really trying to drive down the field. They're inside the box. They're going to take a shot. This one's going to go wide. It might have been a pass, but nevertheless wide and out of bounds for an Ottawa University goal kick. There should be a sub as Crispum, who started the game, is going to come back on, but he's going to come on for Luka Pekovic, who also started the game. Ball is kicked out on the goal kick by Coronado, and so it'll be an Oklahoma Wesleyan throw-in. They'll win, and now they're going to call a foul, and Ottawa University fans definitely getting upset as a little bit confused as there was a foul here called for Oklahoma Wesleyan. Ottawa University fans do not approve. And now a big chance for Oklahoma Wesleyan, and Ottawa does well to clear it out. And Ottawa dribbling it out of the back. But then they lose possession, and Oklahoma Wesleyan picks it right back up. Only 12 minutes to go here in the second half. And they're going to call a penalty kick. A shocking call. Oh, my goodness. And this does not make a lot of sense here. I am surprised. As you can see, a lot of the OU players are enraged about this. As a penalty kick more than often is almost a free goal. So we'll see what Coronado can do against this goal kick here, or against this penalty kick here. Penalty kick, for those that may not be super familiar with soccer terms, it's a kick that's taken from 12 yards out in front of the goal with just the keeper in front of you. So it's pretty easy to finish. In fact, most people finish them about well over 80% of the time. The keeper practically guesses which side because it's so close to the net. But he is talking to his AR. He did overturn one call earlier, so let's see if they'll overturn this one. And it looks like the call is going to stand. It's going to be a penalty kick. Julio Coronado to try to save the penalty kick from Oklahoma Wesleyan. This is going to be a big moment here. Only 11 minutes and 43 seconds left in the game. Ottawa fans standing as they're anxious for the kick. The penalty kick, it's going to be Skelton, number 36, the defender, to take it. And Skelton finishes it. And it's put almost down the middle, but right up the top, and nothing Coronado could do there. Oklahoma Wesleyan ties it back up 2-2. A really frustrating thing for Ottawa University here, but they're going to have kickoff, and they'll have possession. 11 minutes and 38 seconds left in the game. All right, so Ottawa University here ready to kick off. And here it comes. Nick Wolf with the ball on the outside. He's going to play it over to Ruwayu, excuse me. And Ruwayu plays it up the field to Molnar. Molnar to Ruwayu. Ruwayu going to try to find Santos on the far side, and once again, Gogorgovich is just way off his line and is easily able to get that. But it's going to be out for a throw-in. Nick Wolf to take the throw-in right here. Throw it into Molnar. Molnar back to Back to Wolf. And Oklahoma Wesleyan kind of wins the ball there, but it's going to be picked up by Nick Alvarez as they send a cross, or as they send a long ball. So Alvarez with the ball. He's going to play it down. It looked like he was trying to play it towards Santos, but ends up not being able to do that. It's going to be a throw-in for Oklahoma Wesleyan. Oklahoma Wesleyan, nobody really pressuring them at all. And now the Braves have the ball back as they're going down the sideline. He's going to find, it's going to be Leon who finds Molnar. Molnar goes back to Leon. And Leon gets stepped on, but there's not going to be no foul there. Now the Braves on the defensive side as the Eagles coming up at them. They have one on the far side yelling for the ball, and he will indeed get it. It's going to be Bello. Bello dribbling in. And oh my, he gives like a stiff arm to Leon, and they do catch that it will be a foul, but Bello looking like Derrick Henry out here from the Titans, the Tennessee Titans in football, throwing stiff arms. Leon was not pleased. And this ball is going to get kicked and then off of Bello for a Ottawa University thrown into Vallejo, and now Ottawa University picks it back up in the midfield. Then they'll lose it pretty quickly, and now Carlos Alvarez a little bit out of position. He's trying to get back. He does, and now Ottawa University kind of looking a little bit more set, but they still don't have possession. And it's going to be a corner kick for Oklahoma Wesleyan University. 8 minutes and 30 seconds to go. 2-2 the score. At the half, it was 1-0 Oklahoma Wesleyan, but now 2-2 as on several counterattacks, Ottawa was able to capitalize. And then the penalty kick ended up tying it back up for Oklahoma Wesleyan. Now, Ottawa packing it back as it's going to be a long throw-in from a dangerous spot. Won by Ottawa initially and played out of bounds by Oklahoma Wesleyan for an Ottawa University goal kick. Granado sends a long ball down the field. He's looking for Molnar. Can't quite get him. Now Oklahoma Wesleyan going down the field. They're going to look down the sideline. And Nick Wolf is there to fend off Oklahoma Wesleyan. Now Raway sends a pass, but it gets deflected and then goes to Santos. Santos plays the ball down to Alvarez. Alvarez sends a cross in, but it will come to nothing. Just 6 minutes and 30 seconds left in the half. If there's no goal the rest of the way and it ends up 2-2, then we will see overtime. Ottawa University fighting here to try to hold on. And now, oh my, Oklahoma Wesleyan, they got the ball on the outside, and they tried to send a cross in on the ground, but it ended up going wide. This ball's going to be played out by Coronado, and it's going to get up to Molnar. And nothing comes to it, though, as Oklahoma Wesleyan was able to defend well. And now a big shot, and they'll cut it inside, and Oklahoma Wesleyan has scored. And it's 3-2. And just like that, Ottawa University had a 2-1 lead, and then just like that, it's 3-2 Oklahoma Wesleyan with just 5 minutes to go. It's a great shot. He'll cut it in and then finish here as it was Crispum on the goal there and finished it upper 90. A great cut. And now the Braves frustrated by this for sure. Ottawa University now, wow, they're looking like they're in a big, big urgency. And they should be. Only 5 minutes left, but they got to make sure that they continue pinging around. It's a great ball here by Ottawa University. It's going to take it one time, and it's going to be blocked. It's right there. Gorgovich comes up with a big save. It's going to be a corner kick as Leon there took a beautiful shot. They're going to play a short corner. It's going to be over to Rawayu, and Rawayu is going to find an Ottawa player at the top of the box where they send a cross in. And now it's Alvarez. Ball outside. He's going to take a shot, and it'll be swallowed up by Gorgovich. And now the ball rolls out by Gorgovich with just 4 minutes to go. And they're going to play a really long ball. It's a beautiful one by Oklahoma Wesleyan, and they're going to win it as it's Valesco with the ball. And now Oklahoma Wesleyan dancing with it in the midfield. Ottawa University, they need to steal. They don't have a lot of time left. 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Ottawa University is able to knock it away, but it's still going to be in the possession of the Eagles. They're going to play it all the way back to the goalkeeper, and oh my goodness, Thomas Santos nearly gets a steal. And now Mulder with a great chance, it's one-on-one with the keeper. He's going to find the back of the net, and it's tied 3-3. Oh my goodness, and just like that, a big mistake as it was Gorgovich, who was playing that high line. He kicked it out, and it just kind of nicks Santos. Mullet picks it up. He dribbles in, and he just finds a pass into the net, and it's 3-3 with 3 minutes to go in regulation. Ottawa University has come to fight. They are not going to let this two-seed, this number 2 ranked Oklahoma Wesleyan team get away with just that easy. And my goodness. The big three have all scored today. Rawayu, Santos, and Molnar. This has been something else. Now Ottawa University going and attacking as Oklahoma Wesleyan defends. As Oklahoma Wesleyan goes forward. It's going to be a Wesleyan throwing on the far side of the field. And now Ottawa's going to pick up a loose change there, but no, it's not going to happen. It looks like Molnar was shoved down. Well, the ref was not looking, so he can't call a foul because he didn't see it, but that's unfortunate. And now a tripping call there. Otto tries to play it fast, but it's quickly intercepted. But now Rawayu coming up with the ball there. Molnar picks it up, and he's going to try to turn on him. He's going to find it now. Santos with it on the other side of the field. Santos trying to get dangerous with it. He's going to crack a shot. It's going to be deflected. And then right now, Ottawa University, though, still having it. They're going to crack a shot from way downtown. Is way high. Only a minute, 50 seconds left in the game. We could be seeing overtime. Ottawa University has really come to fight today. A minute 30 left, and it's tied 3-3 against the number 2 ranked team in the country. So now Santos is going to get an interception that he loses for a bit, but then he picks it back up. And now Santos is going to try to find Rawayu ahead, but he could not. Oh, and now a foul. Pretty easy tripping call as Ottawa University's Leon trips up. Here's Michael. Now it's going to be a free kick for Oklahoma Wesleyan as Crispum hits a curled shot as well read by Coronado. He'll just punch it away, and now Santos taking it up the sideline. He's going to try to play it forward. And once again, Gorgovich is way off his line and is able to clear that one. And, I mean, last time that really made him pay, the fact that he just keeps playing that high, but sometimes it also helps him out. And 9 seconds here left, and looks like we're going to go to overtime here at Advent Health Field. So that is the end of regulation, and we're going to have about a 5-minute break here between halves. So tied 3-3, Braves 3, Ottawa Braves 3, and then Oklahoma Wesleyan Eagles 3. We're going to take a small time out here. You're listening to Braves Soccer on KOFO.com.
Today's job market is full of demand for skilled trade workers. Electricians, welders, mechanics, these and other trades are the backbone of every community. They're also a huge part in making sure the Army National Guard is always fulfilling its mission of service to our country and communities. Soldiers train to keep the power flowing, engines running, and supplies moving. The skilled trades these soldiers perform are the same ones needed in today's civilian workforce. Army National Guard soldiers are on the fast track to learning skills that can set them up for success at home with companies looking to hire the best. With options from plumber to helicopter mechanic and everything in between, soldiers are able to select the trades that best fit their lives. Their resumes are being built through their paid training and part-time service. Find out how you too can learn a trade profession and serve your community and country by visiting NationalGuard.com. Sponsored by the Kansas Army National Guard, aired by the Kansas Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Have you ever thought about why listening to the radio is better for you than spending all your time staring at your phone? We are hands-free, so in the car, you can keep your eyes on the road, where they should be. We don't need your personal information, so you don't have to worry about spam from us. And all you have to do is listen, not waste your time scrolling through an endless sea of recipes, memes, and cat videos. Radio, the original social media, and your source for information and entertainment at 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Welcome back here to Advent Health Field at Ottawa University. and it's an absolute showdown going on right now as we've got 3 minutes left until overtime will start. Right now it's 3-3. We got Ottawa University 3, Oklahoma Wesleyan 3. Nobody would have expected this as the Braves. I mean, they've always been a good soccer team, but Oklahoma Wesleyan has been a whole nother level this entire season. They're 11-0 in conference play, so nobody was expecting this. This was supposed to be a blowout, but instead Ottawa has come to play. They're not letting this be easy, and Ottawa, honestly, it kind of feels like Ottawa University should have won in regulation, as there was a questionable call that ended up being a penalty kick for Oklahoma Wesleyan, which ultimately was practically a free goal. So now we're sitting at 3-3, getting ready to head into overtime. And if you're just joining us and you haven't heard the news, Ottawa University's football team did end up losing today as they lost 35-21. And then if you're a big Cyclones fan, the Ottawa University or the Ottawa High School Cyclones volleyball team traveled to state yesterday, and they in pool play they went 2-1 and entered as a 1 seed into the state semifinals, and then defeated Bishop Miege in straight sets to go to the state championship, but ultimately would end up losing after splitting sets to the state champions, and now they are second in state. So congratulations to the Cyclones, as that is definitely something huge for them. And also earlier today, we watched as Oklahoma Wesleyan defeated the Lady Braves 8-0 in the women's match just before this one that happened at noon. But for right now, we're about to get set for overtime soccer here at Advent Health Field. The Braves, this is where you got to throw everything out on the line, because right now it doesn't matter how tired you are, how physically beat up you are, you got to throw everything out on the line. Overtime is a whole nother game. Yes, it's going to be a lot longer than what they usually will play. I mean, they play 90 minutes usually, and they're adding on at least, 10 minutes, but it is golden goal, so if anybody scores, it's done. But, they could be playing for about 110 more minutes here. And Ottawa University, they need to be ready for the challenge. They need to come out with full energy and never stop. Even if it seems like Oklahoma Wesleyan has the momentum, they got to find some way to stop it, because one goal and you go home. So you can either choose to make that goal your own or to let it get scored on you. So Ottawa University definitely trying to come and steal a win from the undefeated Oklahoma Wesleyan Eagles. All right, both the teams are out there and ready to kick off. It's going to be Oklahoma Wesleyan kicking off, and they will be going towards the south, and Ottawa University is going to be headed towards the north. And there's kickoff. We're in overtime. A big game on the line here. Ottawa University really needs to win this if they want to be higher up in the bracket for postseason play. This is the last game of the season for Ottawa University. The ball is going to be played out. Oklahoma Wesleyan already pushing forward. Ottawa steals it, though, in the defense. And it's going to be Mark Skelton in the back who's dealing with it. And now they're going to play it forward, but Ottawa University finds a steal. And Santos going up to try to get there, but he cannot. Instead, Oklahoma Wesleyan maintains possession. Kavik sends a crossover. Nick can't find it, and then now a shot from Oklahoma Wesleyan. It wasn't a super hard shot, but it was on the ground, and Coronado, the goalkeeper for Ottawa University, makes a decent save there. Ottawa University tries to make a quick counter, but the ball will go out of bounds for an Oklahoma Wesleyan throw-in. Throw the ball in. It's going to be Kalvik. He throws it into Morrow. Morrow getting a little bit handsy. And now it's going to be called a foul against Ottawa University just outside of the box. This one, at least it's not a good angle to shoot, but still a dangerous spot. And, they could shoot. Who knows? And either way, they could pass this one. There's a lot of options here. It's like a really close corner. To take it, it's going to be Mark Skelton, who earlier scored the penalty kick in regulation in the second half that ultimately allowed Oklahoma Wesleyan to get back into this game. He indeed is going to shoot it, and it's going to curl, but it just barely goes high. And that definitely caught Coronado off guard, but luckily it was high, and it didn't end up mattering. So Coronado's going to play it up to Molnar. Molnar tries to head it forward for Leon, but it's going to go out for an Ottawa throw-in. Leon throws it into Kirchhoff, and Kirchhoff will lose the ball there, and it's going to get played out of bounds by Oklahoma Wesleyan, and now Nick Wolf will throw the ball upfield, where it will be another out-of-bounds ball, but this time for Oklahoma Wesleyan. Ball thrown into Gaudio, and Gaudio finds the ball. Now Molnar picks up the ball for Ottawa University. He's got Winroller, and Winroller can't find a shot. He hit it off to the side, and Olreo really needed to take that one touch, but he didn't. Instead, it's going to be an Ottawa University corner kick, though, so a good chance for Ottawa here. 6:54 left in the first overtime. The corner is taken, and it is headed back, and then Ottawa University. Ramirez is going to pick it and take a shot, and it's going to go way over the net. Like, this one is solid 20 feet over the net. Ottawa University still fighting. Molnar sort of allowing Oklahoma Wesleyan to possess as much as they want in the defensive third. Now Oklahoma Wesleyan pushing. They've got a man down the far side. They play a long ball. Nick Wolf defending, and Ottawa University is able to do well. And now Rawayu has the ball for Ottawa University. Trying to find a pass. He can't, but it's going to be an Ottawa University throw-in. And Wolf to throw the ball in for Ottawa. Throw it over. Looks like he was trying to find Leon, but he could not. Instead, it came back to himself. He headed it back, and now Bill Gorvic has the ball. They'll throw it out, and now Ottawa University Santos is going to pick up the ball, but now he'll dribble out of bounds, and it's going to be Oklahoma Wesleyan. So a substitute comes in here for Oklahoma Wesleyan as it is Lorenz who comes in. Ramirez for Ottawa makes a clearance off of that throw-in. This one's booted way out of here. So it's going to be Mark Skelton, the center back with the ball currently. He'll pass it up. And now Oklahoma Wesleyan looking for the whole shebang. They're going all the way up, and now a big challenge between teams, but ultimately Coronado is able to come up with the catch and make the save. And here comes the training staff as both players are down. We got an Eagle and Coronado down. This game just continues to get suspenseful here. University, the rest of the players coming back to go get a drink real quick because honestly in soccer there's really no stoppage. So sometimes whenever there's any sort of stoppage, a lot of the players like to go get a drink or at least catch their breath because soccer is one of the most running sports in the entire world. A lot of people just don't realize how much running 90 minutes, how much that is. Some pros, they say, run well over 10 miles per game. I can say from experience, I remember when I was an outside back and I'd run all the way up the field and back. Like it was tiring. Sometimes I felt like 10 miles per game was definitely realistic for me. It's going to be a drop ball. Granado kicks it upfield, trying to find Ruwayu, but he can't. So Oklahoma Wesleyan is going to take over. The ball will go out of bounds, and now Carlos Alvarez has a throw in for Ottawa University. He throws it to Santos. Santos trying to make a move, using that big body of his, and he'll knock it off of an Oklahoma Wesleyan player for another throw in. And Carlos Alvarez throws it in, and then he'll get the ball right back, and now they're going to call another throw-in for the Braves. And ball will go to Molnar, and Molnar tries to switch the field, but is unable to do so successfully. And now Oklahoma Wesleyan pushing forward. Ottawa University defends well. Ottawa University trying to... They find a number forward, and now it's going to take a shot. Or no, they're going to pass it, but just barely too far. And now it's going to be finished in the back of the net. And that's going to be game. Ottawa University, an absolute heartbreaker, stunner. In overtime, the ball was crossed, and then nobody was in front of the net for Oklahoma Wesleyan. But then on the other side, when they picked it up, they crossed it right back in, and the header goes top 90 to finish the game. So it's going to be Oklahoma Wesleyan 4, Ottawa 3, and a frustrating loss for the Braves. Nevertheless, a statement, and Ottawa University better be proud of themselves for how they have competed today. Ottawa is going to fall to 4-6-1 in the conference, and then 5-9-2 overall. But Oklahoma Wesleyan, now they're going up to 12-0 in the conference, still undefeated, and then 16-2 overall. The number 2 Oklahoma Wesleyan Eagles defeat the Ottawa Braves here at Advent Health Field. Your final score is 4-3, and we thank you for listening. We're going to say so long here. I'm Chris Hansen with KOFO Sports, and we thank also Tommy at the station helping out with things there. We're going to say so long for now. You're listening to Ottawa Braves Soccer on 1220 and 103.7 FM, KOFO.
We hope you enjoyed this broadcast of Ottawa University Braves Soccer on KOFO. Brought to you by Kansas State Bank, Dingle & Son Mortuary, Kramer Pharmacy, Quality Structures, and by Harvest Bank, the Ottawa Herald, Advent Health Ottawa, and Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home. OU Braves Soccer on KOFO is also brought to you by Ottawa University, CarStar, Sutton's Jewelry, and Adamson Brothers Heating and Cooling. For more information about our next Ottawa University Braves sports broadcast, visit the KOFO sports page at KOFO.com and listen Monday through Saturday for the KOFO sports calendar. This has been an exclusive presentation from your sports source for East Central Kansas, KOFO.